Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hillbilly Select Reviews on whiskey. Tennessee whiskey tonight. I'm, of course, Bourbon Bobby, and our co-host tonight is John Cristaldi.
What am I seeing?
John Cristaldi.
Man, look at that. All right.
Johnny Cristaldi.
Yes. All right.
Johnny, let's see. I usually say we're going to interview a bourbon, but we're not going to interview a bourbon. We're going to do a Tennessee whiskey. Right. What's the difference, Johnny, between a bourbon and a Tennessee whiskey?
The difference, okay. They both, a Tennessee whiskey, this in particular, meets the criteria to be classified as a bourbon. All right? But the difference is that this is filtered through maple, charred maple. All right? And it's known as the Lincoln County process. And because of that process, they've classified this as Tennessee whiskey. So it's exactly like bourbon, except that it's filtered through the charred maple, and therefore that's known as.
Do you know what city's in Lincoln County, Tennessee?
Lynchburg.
Lynchburg.
And you know it's dry, and you know that's where this. Now I've been to this distillery. It's a nice tour, and it's a cool little town. They have cool stuff that they sell, but they can't sell any of that stuff because it's actually in a dry county, which is just ridiculous.
It is.
Brown-Forman has owned this since 1956. It's 40% ABV. Remember, we got to do save a little bit of that.
Oh. Yes, we do.
Here, just pour some of mine in there or something.
No, I'm good. Right. That's all I need.
It's 80% corn.
Because you can save some. There you go.
8% rye and 12% malted barley. That 80% corn, that's a high. Most bourbons are in the 70s. So this is the 80%.
In fact, 80's max. Over 80's got to be called corn whiskey.
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
80%'s max.
Interesting. So like I said, 80 proof, and that's really all the notes I have. Let us begin. Now, this is the best-selling whiskey in the world. Best-selling whiskey in the world.
By far. And
when I was go ahead.
Appleton rum. In Jamaica, Appleton rum's a huge rum. They make some really good rum. They use Jack Daniel's barrels specifically.
And when last time I was in Italy, I brought over some little bourbon bottles to give to some of the people. And they knew they were like, is this like Jack Daniels? You know, they all knew Jack Daniels. They didn't necessarily know the minis that I was handing out. So it's worldwide.
It's the #1 selling whiskey in Japan, did you say?
No, that was actually, Jim Beam was the #1 bourbon.
Okay.
But I think in the world, this is overall. So anyway.
So now, what I'm going to get, being 80% corn, and another, 12% barley?
12% barley, 8% rye, so it's going to have it's going to be sweet.
It's going to be sweet on top of sweet, you would think.
Now here, I'm getting bananas like it's nobody's business.
No, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is runts.
Yeah, and again, it's the yeast strain will have something to do with that.
I'm thinking banana pudding.
Yeah, it is straight up Kentucky banana pudding. Yes, it is.
With like some whipped cream on it.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up, we're at the Cracker Barrel.
Woo! Wow, I'm into that. Man, that smells good. If you like bananas.
Oh, this is a mixing. You mix this, I mean, it is so sweet. It's syrupy sweet. This is a syrupy sweet. It's syrupy sweet going down, but I get a little, I
get the banana on the taste.
No, I do, but I also get, the finish is unbourbonish. I'll call it unbourbon. It's not near as sweet as the start.
Well, you start with banana pudding.
Yeah, you're starting straight up syrup. And it is straight up sweet and syrupy, yes. And I guarantee you, this is a mixing champion. You mix this with any kind of...
This is the one that used to be 3. This one used to be 3. This is the 3rd. ABV. It's went lower to 80% every time. It started out, I don't remember,
190, 80,
whatever,
something
but
like
it
that.
went down. And it's a shame, kind of, because it just, that Jack Daniels, that whiskey macho thing has been watered down to 80. You should have left it alone. I didn't write it down.
Well, they probably make different varieties. I bet you can still buy it at 100 proof.
I don't know.
Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey. Again, I'm Bourbon Bobby, so I'm a bourbon guy. At the start, it's very, 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 very sweet, very fruity, very syrupy. The finish to me is not as clean as some bourbons. Could I drink it? Yes. Would it be my first choice? Probably not. But again, you know, everybody in the world loves it. #1 brand in the world. They're doing something right.
Yeah,
you know, you can Coke and Pepsi. You know, Coke's the #1 brand in the
And
world.
it's more than advertising, because if you advertise something well, it'll make somebody buy something. But if it tastes like garbage, they won't buy it again.
Right.
And people are buying this again.
And because it
again.
certainly doesn't taste like garbage. It's
No,
no, it's certainly
not just marketing.
Yeah, it's a quality product. It's just being a bourbon rye.
I don't think it's as sweet as you're saying going down. To me, it's got the banana cream on it, but it's not like syrupy sweet. It's a little thin. It does have a bit of a woodsy, dirty type aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's okay. I wish they would have kept the higher proof. I think I would have enjoyed that, and I think it would have, But it is what it is, and a great tour, a great facility.
Never been.
Yeah, we need to. You know what? We'll need to take a trip down there.
But ladies and gentlemen, what I need for you to do is a favor to Bourbon Bob is hit the like button. If you're not a regular subscriber, hit the subscribe button and share it with a friend. There's somebody is a Jack Daniels drinker, and you can introduce him to this, and then he might go back and review some of our bourbon videos and do his own comparison.
Sure. So, yeah. That's
So
true.
maybe we could do that next.
What?
Compare a Tennessee whiskey and a bourbon. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. Which one we'll do?
Ladies and gentlemen, tune
I know
in
which
next
one.
week.
The second. Well, okay. We'll
Tune in next week.
I already know
And
we're
what
gonna-
we need to do is try to compare
I know we're gonna.
equal as we can
Right. I know what we're gonna
at
do.
the same level. We don't want to compare this to a Pappy,
No.
and we're not going to compare it to a Buckhorn. But anyway,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, for Hillbilly Select whiskey reviews, good night and tune in next week.
All right, everybody. See you on the next one.